Hi guys, it's Kota here. I haven't done a video on the channel in a very long time, as you can see. And this is kind of my first video that I've done in a while. One thing that you guys may be wondering is where I've been, what I've been doing, and why I haven't made any videos or anything. And there is quite a few reasons for me not making videos, but one of the reasons that I want to talk about right now is I've actually gotten into a game while I've been gone. And that game, as some of you might see, is Hypixel Skyblock. So what exactly is Hypixel Skyblock? Some of you may be wondering. Or maybe not if you stumbled on this video because you're part of the community. I'm going to tell you anyways. Basically, Hypixel Skyblock is an MMO game. I don't want to say RPG because it's not really an RPG. But the MMO basically includes a lot of different things like different stats, skills, items, accessories, boss fights, islands, and exploding horses. Now with this game comes a lot of fun, but in order to progress you have to put in time. Like a lot of time. Like a lot. And to be completely honest with you, at first, it wasn't something that I was willing to do. But the more I played the game, I actually ended up kind of enjoying it. So now, I've gotten addicted to Skyblock, and I never made any videos on it. I never mentioned it to anyone except for like my friends like Sai, who, if you're from the channel, you'll know who Sai is. The point being is that I really enjoy Skyblock, and I've always wanted to make content on it. I actually watched a lot of Skyblock content creators like Dirty Virus, Red Potato, Chloe, and a bunch of other people actually, who I can't think of at this very moment. But yeah, so I wanted in this video to go through an account showcase. So my account is public, like I have all my API stuff on. You can go on Skycrypt and just right there, you can look at it at any point that you want. But I wanted to show it off in this video, just in case for people who are too lazy to actually go to Skycrypt and, you know, type my name. I thought it'd be fun to do an account showcase of a game that I've actually been playing for a very long time. And I'll tell you what I've been working on, what I have right now, and what I want to get next. For my armor, if you go into my wardrobe, I have full mineral. Oh, sorry, this is adaptive. I do have full mineral, which is right here. But this is adaptive armor, Necron armor, Goldor, Mastiff, which was, I only have this for the campfire trial, which I did. I have full Jaded Divans. This is a bunch of dungeon stuff. So the main game mode that I play in this game is actually dungeons. I do have, so for example, I have Squash. Even though I am farming level 40, I don't have the money for Fermento right now. I have the Necrotic Storm armor, Sponge armor because fishing. Bat Person for Spooky, which this is my most recent addition to my armor. So as for the stuff that I have right now, so I was actually mining earlier. I was in the Precursor Remnant area. I will just have some FTXs. I do, for my mining stuff, I do have a titanium drill, an X655, not a advanced drill, because Hypixel Skyblock will never, ever give me a advanced alloy. That thing is way too rare of a drop rate. I have a AOTV, sorry. I have a Hype, so I do have a Hyperion, and the way I actually got this Hyperion is I dropped all of the things. So I've dropped the handle, and I dropped all 3 scrolls. This isn't an Iron Man profile, by the way, so I know some people on YouTube especially prefer Iron Man profiles a lot. This isn't one of them. This profile of mine isn't Iron Man, and it's a co-op profile, but most of my co-op members don't actually play the game anymore, really. This is my island. Most of my co-op members don't play the game anymore, really. So, yeah, it's just me, really. I do have a Terminator and a Dark Claymore, so I have all 3 of the best, like, I have the best melee weapon, best ability, and then the best bow. The Hype is probably the one that I like the most purely because of the 2 perfect gemstones. When I got my Hype, I also bought my Storm armor and essentially maxed it as much as I could. Again, you can see I don't have perfect gemstones on all of my Storm armor. So yeah, I have a lot of progress to do in the game. Okay, so as for my stats, yeah, you can see my stats right here. This is just my current stats as well. Obviously, stats are dependent. They're dependent based on whichever armor you're wearing at the time. So yeah, that could be literally anything. I think what you guys might be most interested in is the skills. So I've maxed combat. I got that quite recently. So as you can imagine, as I said, dungeons is the main thing that I do. And yeah, combat maxed is like obvious. farming, I haven't even close to maxed. In fact, I don't think I ever will, because in my personal opinion, farming is one of the more boring skills, because like dungeons, doing combat stuff actually feels kind of proactive. Obviously not slayers, but even slayers, you kind of feel like you're doing something, whereas farming is literally just going like this, just sideways, holding left click with a hoe of different variety, and then just changing props every now and then. It's really, if you do look at my farm though, like if you look at the garden, I do have one of these super farms where it has like one of pretty much like literally everything, and it has all the different layers. Yeah, the issue is that the pest update kind of messed up this farm completely, because now there are going to be pests in between layers, and yeah, I just don't want to bother to deal with any of that, to be completely honest with you. Fishing, I'm not even close. I don't want to do fishing. I've been putting off doing fishing for the longest time in Skyblock. I'm almost fishing 24, where I can actually get the shark scale armor, but every single time I start to try to do fishing, I just get so bored and demoralized. It is probably one of the worst skills in Skyblock. Mining, I've maxed out mining. My Heart of the Mountain tree, however, is not even really close to max. If you look over here, I have only 12.5 million gemstone. I have 8.5 mithril, which is more than enough, and then only 680k glassite. So yeah, mining, I still have a lot of actual stuff within mining to do. Again, I don't have an alloy, I don't have a I don't have the necklace, the pendant. In fact, my equipment for mining is actually just this. So I have 3/4 titanium plus the dwarven handwarmers. So then I have foraging, which I haven't even touched. So yeah, enchanting 58. Enchanting is a very easy skill in Skyblock. You literally just sit here, do the experimentation table like once every day. You can do it 3 times. You can use bits. If you would, it's not an option right now because I haven't done it today. But if you want to, you can use bits to reset the experimentation table. Alchemy, okay, so alchemy is actually a skill that I did start working on, and it's actually something I do want to continue to work on. The only issue with alchemy is you need to be rich in order to really do this skill. I'm not rich right now, but I will explain to you in the next segment where I talk about what I do want to do in the game, and in the future, what I would like to do, exactly like when I want to max out alchemy. So yeah, carpentry is a completely useless skill. You just get, I mean, except for the health and the coins, but yeah, carpentry is useless. Rune crafting, again, useless. Taming, so this level is interesting. So recently, for the first time ever, like I said, I have this Bat Person armor, and I actually grinded Spooky Event. So I had my Dark Claymore, I reforged my Bat Person armor to Ancient, and I have the myth. So yeah, I have a mythic bat pet. I'll show you all my pets in a bit, but I have a mythic bat pet, and I was going around doing ghosts pretty much, and I did this because I wanted to get candy in order to get the black cat pet, which if we go to the hub, so yeah, if we go to the hub and we talk to George, you see that in the bottom right, he requires, I have 4 more pets left. So if you get to taming 50, you have to donate 10 different pets to him, and each pet will increase your taming level cap by 1. And I've given him 6 of the 10 pets. I have the black cat right now. The mythic enderman and the frost wisp I can buy easily. The hardest one is the jellyfish, because that is the most expensive pet. But to me personally, it's the most useless. I'm never going to use the jellyfish, so I don't mind donating it. The mythic enderman and the black cat though, those I really am struggling to donate. Social level, I don't bother, to be completely honest with social. I don't think I will ever try to really max this out. Dungeoneering. Okay, so this is something that you guys want to see. So I did say I do dungeons is my main thing. However, that doesn't mean I'm good at dungeons. Basically, I'm Kata 42, almost 43. Healer level 35. I don't play healer. I don't play mage either. I used to play Berserk. So when I started off playing dungeons, at the very beginning, I used the Felthorn Reaper, even all the way up to not M7. What am I talking about? All the way up to F7. And I used Necron Armor and a Felthorn to basically clear, because that was when they buffed Berserk. I literally bought the Felthorn Reaper as it came out. So back then, the way I got my money was farming. Yeah, it was farming. So I was farming wheat, and I sold enough to be able to afford the Felthorn. It was like a really good Felthorn. And yeah, so Arch is my next one. It's almost 36, 37, I mean. did play Arch for a little bit because that was when I got my Terminator, and playing Arch is actually really fun. The problem is that in higher levels of Arch, I don't really know how to play Archer at a higher level, and I'll explain a little bit about that later. And at a lower level, people don't really need archers. The market in dungeons is oversaturated with archers and berserks. So what I play is tank. So I'm only tank 39, almost 40 though. And yeah, that's my main thing. I play tank with, I clear with this. So I use my hype and my storm armor to clear rooms, and then in the boss room I swap to my Goldor armor, and then I have my whale pet. Yeah, I swap to my whale pet. So now I want to show you my pets. So my pets are really unimpressive actually, and the reason why is because I keep selling them. So for example, right now on the AH I actually have a legendary griffin pet. Yeah, I don't really have many good pets except for this one. So the G-Drag is one of my most prized possessions because I got it just before the mining update, and I didn't buy it off the AH. I actually grinded the gold, the gemstones, and the money to be able to find the dragon egg and buy it myself. And I've leveled it up to 136. I did this through commissions in the Glasseye tunnels, I'm gonna be honest. So in Skyblock, one thing you can do is you can type /guide and it brings up this. So you can actually see there's the starter, the amateur, intermediate, skilled, expert, professional, and master tier. Skyblock says right now I'm at expert, but that's not actually true at all, because if you look, I haven't even completed some of these. This one I'm never gonna complete, I don't think, because what's missing is raw chicken collection, and to be honest with you, I don't really care about that right now. In the future though, like, I'm missing a lot of collections. If you actually look, none of my collections are really maxed out. So I think one thing that I want to do, if I do end up making videos and content on this game regularly, which I don't know, we'll see. But if I do, one thing I might think about doing is like fixing up my collections. My account is actually very weird. So I got a lot of money early and I didn't spend it on the correct stuff. I really didn't know how to play the game. My magical power is 914. This magical power doubled in the last 2 months because I realized how important magical power actually was. Well, I should show you my accessory bag. So I have like the really normal common ones that like everyone has, except for this. I actually dropped this skull, and I think I'm just gonna skip to like here. So the rune book literally upgrade. This should be flipped. So the rune book recently just upgraded itself to epic, which upped me by 4. And then my legendary. So you might see that I have 2 personal compactors, legendary, and then a mythic one. This is only because what the hell is this? Okay, I don't know how this happened. So the only reason for this is because when mining, I have every single gemstone to compact from like the 2 different variations, from the green then to blue, right? And then I also have all the materials, so like coal, iron, gold, whatever. And then that's why I have the mythic as well, because yeah. But I know they're taking up back accessory bag space. I know that. There's just nothing more I can really do with them at the moment. I can remove them, but yeah. My mythics are the Vampire Dentist Relic, the Bat Artifact, the Sharp Shark Tooth Necklace, the Auto Recom, and this. And then this I just got recently. Yeah. Like, I bought it off the AH. I don't mean I got it from the event, because I don't, yeah. I didn't get anything big from the raffle, if any of you are wondering. That's pretty much, like, everything that I have currently. So what I can tell you now is we can move on to what I actually want to do in the future. So here are some of my next things. So if you look at my RNG meter, and if you look at my F7 RNG meter, you can see that the game has consistently not wanted to drop me a handle, which caused me to get to 89.6% on the RNG meter. However, if you come over here and look at the election room for the next mayor, you will see that Paul, with all 3 perks, is in fact the next mayor, which is tomorrow. So what am I going to be doing tomorrow, you might be thinking? I don't think any of you are thinking that. I think it's blatantly obvious. I will be farming dungeons endlessly until I drop a handle. Yep. So I want to drop a handle I have basically, if the game is going to make me meter the handle, I have to do 100 runs, which are at least 300 score, in order for me to get the handle, which isn't actually too difficult, especially for me, because my PB in dungeons is 4 minutes and 49 seconds. I know for a lot of people that'll be really good, but for a lot of people also who are really pro at dungeons, that might be like only 4 minutes, not even under 440, noob. But the thing is, in the current climate of dungeons where everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people are cheating, it's, yeah, a lot of the times which are like 440, it's really hard to like say exactly who actually has a legit sub 440 time and who doesn't. The second thing I want to do is I want to try to max this G-Drag. So I don't know how the hell I'm going to get however many levels, was that 64 levels. I don't know how I'm going to get 64 levels from this G-Drag. Gold collection I can do. Gold collection shouldn't be too difficult. It's quite quick as well. My mining fortune isn't really that good, but I still shouldn't have too much of an issue. And the third thing I want to do is I want to get to taming level 60. So one of the reasons I want to do that is because I want to see if basically this guy over here can train your pet. So you pay him money and then you throw your pet in there, and then you can choose up to a certain level for however many days you can train him and like whatever. Basically, there is a training session which is only available when you hit taming level 60. So I want to see if that training session would be worth it to maybe help level up my G-Drag. Because if that's the case, then I can just give him an all stats XP boost and just throw him in the training with my owl pet and just see if he levels up. If not, then I will just end up doing Glassite Tunnels runs commissions pretty much until he's leveled up, which will be absolutely painful. Another thing I want to do is get this to 1000 magical power, which I don't even know how to go about starting to do that, because if you look at my accessory bag, I'm not actually missing like an extreme amount of accessories. I actually have quite a bit of I don't know how the hell I did that. I'm actually like not really missing that many accessories. So the accessories that I have to get now are things which are 60 mil plus. Now, obviously, when I drop a handle, that's going to become very, like, you know, that it sounds like that should solve the issue. But the handle is worth 1 billion, and some of the, like, artifacts are hundreds of millions. Like, if I want to get another 90 magical power, that handle money is going to vanish in literally seconds. And I know what a lot of you might be thinking who play Skyblock. You might be thinking you're level 270. Why don't you just use one of your money-making methods to, like, you know, to get money? Here's the actual truth of my account. I don't have any good money-making methods. Like, literally none. Even, like, yes, I have max mining level, but my equipment that I actually use for mining actually sucks. This drill, I have a blue goblin egg, amber polish perfectly cut, very good stuff. I don't even have lapidary 5, which I actually think I can get if I drop a handle. But the problem is I don't have really any good money making methods. Even my mining, which I have so many buffs and stuff to mining, I don't really make that much money from mining. Like, I did some ruby routes today just to try it. I don't even get through like 15 actual ruby gemstone like things. I'm trying to find a good money making method. I know the Rift has some money making stuff, and I've heard people say 20 mil plus. I don't believe it though, because with mining, a lot of people say they can get 32 mil an hour, and I don't feasibly see how that's even remotely close to possible. I know AH and Bazaar flipping makes a lot of money. Bazaar flipping, I'm semi-decent at. AH flipping, I just have no idea. Like, AH, you just, yeah. You have to be on a whole different level to do AH flipping. I know there's Kudra as well, kind of, but I haven't even started Kudra. I'm going to be honest with you. I have not touched the Crimson Isles, like, at all. Okay, I kind of have. I did think about starting to try it, but the Crimson Isles is tough. The Crimson Isles is really not easy. Because in dungeons, right, you just wear Necron armor and nothing can hurt you. In the Crimson Isles, everything can hurt you. Your Necron armor doesn't mean anything. And I usually use this set to try and get around. But yeah, no, it doesn't. Like, you get destroyed in the Crimson Isles, okay? Like, you get rolled. So I'm still actually trying to figure out like a method for money making that doesn't include just spamming dungeons over and over again. I know there are some flaws which you like master mode. That's a good way to make money from dungeons. But the thing is with dungeons is like, for master mode, you need so much stuff, man. Like, I need to have master stars and all of this, which costs a lot of money by itself. I need the level 200 G drag. My Terminator actually is pretty good for this. It's Soul Eater, not duplex, but it's fine. There's a lot. Okay, there's actually just a lot. There's perhaps too much. I don't actually think I have anything left to show you. I think that's pretty much the main thing of my account. Again, you can just look at my account at any time you want. These are all the stats. You can pause and read them if you want. My Magic Find is really low because I personally think Magic Find is basically a scam. I've never gotten anything really out of Magic Find. The only thing that I got recently was this hound pet from when I was doing Wolf Slayer. And I was like, oh wow, I got a hound pet, what the hell? And my most recent drop from dungeons was actually a scroll. It was a Shadow Warp. And yeah, that's pretty much it for my account. And if this video somehow manages to get enough traction, because another thing I'm not good at is making thumbnails. Like, I suck at making thumbnails, and I don't have a thumbnail guy, and I don't currently have a job. I literally just got out of uni recently. So money is something that I don't have currently. So there's a lot of stuff which I'm kind of limited by in terms of like making thumbnails and whatever. Like, I would love to make Skyblock content. Actually, to be completely honest, making Skyblock content would be a dream because I play the game anyways. And I feel like, I don't know, I play the game anyway, so why not, like, if I don't make content on it, it just feels kind of weird, you know, it's like, I'm just playing, basically, I have this weird feeling of I'm playing for no reason. It's like, why don't I just start making content, you know, that kind of thing. But now, for anyone who was only interested in that segment, this is the end of that segment. You can, if like and subscribe, give me a comment down below. Tell me if you think I can improve anything on my profile, or if you'd like to see me do any grinding, because I have a lot of stuff I can do. I can do videos of me dropping the handle during pull and doing like a montage of all the dungeon runs. I can do like mining stuff where I'm like, okay, my goal for this mining session is to get to max out like powder mining. I can say like, okay, maybe I want to drop a Devon's alloy, so I'm grinding towards that. You know, stuff like that. Maybe I could do like, oh, I'm like, you know, this meta, like Diana or Foxy or anything like that. And there's a lot I haven't done in Skyblock. I mean, I'm level 270, but that's actually not that much, just comparatively. So yeah. So the last segment of the video is I basically wanted to talk about why I haven't been doing any videos. And the reason for that is because I have this sort of video anxiety. Like, every time I go to record a video, or I have a really good idea for a video, like, I had some really good Skyblock video ideas, but I feel like every single time I go to click the record button or I start thinking of the idea, I just don't feel like it'll be good enough, and I just don't feel like it'll get any traction. And the idea of putting in that much work just kind of makes me anxious in a way. I don't really know how to explain it, I guess, but it feels like making this video took me so long to actually convince myself to try to do, because it's something I actually did want to do. Because making Skyblock content is something I actually just genuinely, I enjoy the game. Obviously, there's a lot of aspects of the game which I don't enjoy, but it's something I really wanted to do. And with making videos, I actually have a lot of footage of stuff that I've recorded that I've never posted, purely because of the fact of, because of this anxiety that I have. Like, I just don't feel like I can deliver in terms of content, really, and it sucks. I don't know how to get over it. Every single time I go to record, I just kind of persuade myself away from it. So I get this is as good as a video as I'm gonna get. Okay, I like yapping and I like just recording. I really don't like scripted content. I know a lot of YouTubers do that, especially Skyblock YouTubers nowadays. Like, there's this meta where you do like commentation and narration. I'm not that kind of YouTuber right now. I mean, probably in the future, maybe, if I do get like traction on my videos. But as for right now, no, I'm not that kind of YouTuber. I kind of just prefer to yap and talk. And then I want to give you my genuine reaction to things. I don't really like to commentate and say like, and then I did 500 dungeon runs and this is what I got. I got a handle. I got 2 scroll. I think that's really boring. I would rather like record the actual thing of me opening the chest and going, oh, I got a handle. You know, just like stuff like that. I'd way prefer to have that other than like, you know, just like commentate over it. Thank you guys for watching this video. if you did enjoy any aspect of it, want me to do more in the future, want me to do any more talking videos, or have any ideas from Skyblock that you want me to do, maybe I could do like maxing out skills in the future or anything like that. Let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like on the video and subscribe to my channel. Obviously, I appreciate everyone who subscribes. Again, you don't have to, but if you do want to and you want me to make more videos, that's perfectly cool. If you don't, again, that's perfectly cool. But yeah, I will see you guys next time, potentially. See you guys. In terms of my stats, this is my, oh my god. For fuck's sake. Dude, the cable keeps falling. The cable on my mic keeps falling and moving my mouse. Yeah, so I have the Golem, Guardian, and Bat Pet. I have Bow, Blue Whale, Elephant. This was obviously from my farming era. I used to do a lot of mining before they completely nuked the Bow Pet. And to be honest with you, it's not even that bad because it gives you 100 mining fortune and the reducing pickaxe ability by 10 plus the 3 pristine is actually quite nice. And I have the Mole Pet for runs. Sheep Pet is obviously my main, like, literally the pet I use the most. If you look at how much XP it has in it, yeah, I use this pet a lot. Silverfish Pet, I used to use a lot for mining as well, especially for very early game powder mining. So yeah. Skeleton Pet, this is my main pet for damage for Archer. So while I do have a G-Drag, I actually don't have 100 mil gold collection. And also, it's not max level. So it's going to be pointless. However, I do have a 1 bill bank. So I have Ammonite for fishing. This was my first ever fishing pet that I got. As you can see, it even has a 50% fishing EXP boost. I don't even know how I got this. I feel like this is actually meant more for fishing in the Crystal Hollows, but I never use it as a Crystal Hollows fishing pet. I have the Armadillo. I have the Owl Pet because, you know, you get that. Monkey, I wanted to do some foraging. I remember because it reduced the cooldown. And actually, I still have some collections from wood that I want to do. Reindeer, I got during, wow, it's almost level 63. I got this during Jerry's a while ago. I don't even remember at this point. Rabbit Pet, again, that was from when I was farming. The T-Rex Pet, Grandma Wolf, that's probably one of the first legendary pets you get in the game. Spirit Pet, I actually dropped this from dungeons from F4. And in the same run that I dropped this pet, I also got a bone. So yeah, Skeleton Horse, Ocelot. Again, I did think about foraging. So I got this pet and then I gave up. I was like, I know that you can do auto pet rules and you can actually swap between the two pets while foraging, but I don't really care about that. So yeah, the Black Cat was the most recent pet that I got. I added this literally yesterday. Or not yesterday, 2 days ago. As of filming this video. Which, when Spooky Festival happened, literally in the last minute, I equipped this pet. Yeah, the Tarantula pet, I think everyone has this. And then, yeah, just some epics. And then, yeah, these are literally only bought for the XP.